Justin, it's time for the wrestling show to take a very cynical look back at representing the WWE and live from the Amalie Arena in Tampa, Florida. It's Monday Night Raw. Air date January the 29th, 2024. This episode is the aftermath of the Royal Rumble. So, let's go in.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby.
Welcome to the wrestling show. I am your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a very cynical look back at the latest episode of Monday Night Raw. But before we dive into the show, just a quick shout out. That's right. A quick shout out to the non-competitors. First and foremost, representing the general manager, it's Adam Pearce. Next, getting all the pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops, it's Jackie Redmond. Of course, after that, heading to the ring with the officials, the referees of tonight. They are the team of Danilo and Fibio, Daphne LeSean, Eddie Arengo, Rod Zapta, and Sean Bennett. And of course, lest we forget, it's the commentary crew, the play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I call them the narrators of the whole damn show. Now, there's some changes. There's some changes in the WWE right now. The new team, I guess. I'm not sure if this is a permanent lineup change, but what is permanent is this now. For now, we got for our first host. He's been there for a long-time veteran of over 25 years. It's Michael Cole, and backing Michael Cole up today is a very enthusiastic. It's Pat McAfee, and apparently Pat McAfee is back with the WWE, and he did throw some. It's time for some football. I mean wrestling. In there, Pat McAfee, good guy. Anyways. So without any further ado-dos, let's get started with the big show. The big show, because there's a lot happening today, because after all, it is the aftermath of the big event, the Royal Rumble, with only 2 championship matches on the line that are the SmackDown Championship belts, the individual ones, on the men's side. The, what's that? Roman Reigns, the Unified Championship, not unified, the Universal, and the the United States Tag Team, the United States Champion. But anyways, this is not about that. This is not about that at all. This is about this big day, and we start huge. Oh my goodness! That's right.
I made a pie, it's blueberry, 'cause that's my only specialty.
Starting off big.
I use some nutmeg, I use chia seeds, I use some ingredients you can't see. Oh, 'cause that's my only specialty. Not apple crumble or strawberry. I have only one specialty. Only one specialty. Only one specialty. I love pies and I I don't know why. If my oven breaks, then my pastries die. That is why I make more pies. It's for me under a maple tree.
CM Punk. He comes out there and he's got some... there's some telltale signs of something's wrong with CM Punk. He's got his arm in a sling. In a sling. He's got a sock. He's got his arm in his sock as well. Anyways, he's going in the ring there. He's like, oh my goodness, what's going on? What's going on? So we find out this. Now, first of all, he wants to give... he's talked about being close. Talked about the Royal Rumble, losing at the Royal Rumble. Saying he's gotten close because he was the... there's two people left in the ring there. CM Punk, Cody Rhodes. And CM Punk got tossed out of the ring by Cody Rhodes. But he congratulates Cody Rhodes on the big victory. And hopefully he goes on to WrestleMania and fulfilling his story. You know, completing his story. You know. However, CM Punk with some news, some breaking news. Apparently at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, CM Punk was injured. Apparently it is a torn right bicep. A torn right bicep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, his WrestleMania dream may or may not happen. Most likely may not happen. Anyways, but he has some inspirational stories. It's not about him. He has a friend who's got cancer. Got cancer. And they're always happy. You know? So CM Punk, you know, everybody really loves CM Punk at first until he starts talking. But he's getting the crowd really pumped. Talk about his friend with cancer. And then talking about, he actually brings up his old career. When he thought he can be an MMA fighter. He's like, hey, I can wrestle really well. I think that translates. I'm the best in the world, baby. And he thought he can be the best in the world in another sport, a real sport called MMA. And however, he was a complete failure. People have really cheered this well for more. It's like, he acknowledged it. Oh, yay, CM Punk. You acknowledged your failures. Anyways, CM Punk admits when CM Punk gets scared, he runs. CM Punk runs away. Those not in those exact words, anyways. When it comes down to WrestleMania and his chance at becoming the world champion, he's like, it's just like the Chicago Cubs. There's always next year. That also reminds me of the Toronto Maple Leaf fans too. Always next year. Next year is gonna happen. It never does. You know. It's like I think that's like the whole thing when a guy comes to a bar and says, it says, come in tomorrow for a free buffet. And every day he comes in the next day saying, hey, I'm here for the free buffet. And he said, don't you know, sucker? It's tomorrow never comes. Regardless, that's my take for today. And hopefully my last. Anyways, while he's complaining and stuff like that, we got ourselves Mr. Drew McIntyre coming down the ring there. Giving me a piece of his mind, you know. He's talking about, Drew McIntyre. His personal feelings are he thinks Drew McIntyre says, I think you're a terrible person and poison to the locker room. But he feels for him, about his journey and whatnot. But however, it comes down to this. Whatever he says, it comes down to this. He prayed for CM Punk, prayed for this moment, prayed for the injury that CM Punk received. And CM Punk are not so happy to hear that. And he gets in his face saying, you know what? When I recover, when I go through rehab and recover, when I get back here, you're the first person I'm going after. I'm a tough guy, even when I'm injured. CM Punk. Wow. But that's what CM Punk does. He made a pie. It's blueberry. And anyway, so it comes down to, it gets right in the face of Drew McIntyre. And then next thing you know, CM Punk's on face down on the ground, getting his arm stomped out by Drew. I don't think you'll be back at WrestleMania. Not me watch. While he's stomping the holy hell out of, CM Punk. It's CM Punk Savior. the savior of CM Punk. Who's coming over there? Is Cody Rhodes running to the ring to help out? Nope. Not Cody Rhodes. But it's Sami. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sami Zayn. Let's go. He runs down to the ring there. He gets a holy hell. He starts working some holy hell onto, Drew McIntyre. Straight up knock him outside the ring. So, yeah. So some serious stuff. Now, pardon that interruption there. I put some background music there, but it apparently failed. Big time. But regardless, we move on to what happened in the match. Not before the match. So Sami Zayn runs into the ring there, helps out his good buddy CM Punk, or I'm not sure, good buddy, but he helps out, but he runs in the ring there, taking out some Drew McIntyre. And, yeah. So I guess that's going to be something. The main event match of the night. Setting up. So yeah, we go from there. We go backstage with the Judgment Day. And basically it's a whole crew back there, the Den Mother, Rhea Ripley, with Finn Balor, the vicious one, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and JD McDonough, saying they got to get their shit together and they got to send a message, and the message is to DIY, And a message for Sid Finn Vicious Balor, to his new persona, the more vicious, like the Viking Raiders, when you're the more vicious Viking Raiders, regardless. And then we got ourselves DIY. Talked about 7 years in the making. This match is 7 years in the making. Because they're looking for the tag team champions. The championships. They want to be the championes. The championes. Will it happen? Well, we'll find out. Because the match is right now. Now, here we go. This match is, of course, DIY, Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa versus the Judgment Day's Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Now, I think this is a typical tag match of the main roster, Monday Night Raw, and this means that tag ropes really don't matter. They have tag ropes there, but they don't matter. They're just there because every now and then they might be used. I think straight up drop the tag ropes. Even though NXT is making a huge effort of using tag ropes, but I think these Raw and SmackDown make it obvious, painfully obvious that it's too complicated to hold the ropes for a tag, and referees just don't care anymore. I think that they should just color code, the rope, the ring. So it's like this is where you got to stand. This area here, the zoned out area, is where you got to stand, or you got to be in this area to have a legal tag. I think they're proving that it needs to be done here, because clearly tag ropes don't matter. Anyways, my diatribe over tag ropes is done for now until next week. Next episode, or regardless. Until next time there's a tag match. Okay, anyway, so what about this match? This match was about 13 minutes long. Now, another gripe here. It's, what's that? Johnny Gargano. Now, he had a tag rope, and before he knew he was going to tag in. He let go of the tag rope so he can blind tag in. Now, the referee could say, no tag! You let go of the rope, you son of a bitch! But, like I say, tag ropes really don't matter. Really, they don't matter. Another picture here, for our YouTube watchers or our YouTube friend, of Finn Balor clearly high-fiving Damian Priest. Tag rope, be damned. But he's standing in the proper area. But tag rope, be damned. Referee, oh well, it's happening. It just happened. And, oh my goodness. Notice this match here, the DIY, I call them, they're DIY, but I call them the Spirit Squad 2.0. Now, Tommaso Ciampa had this thing where he pats himself in the back. I did good. Pat, pat, pat. But believe it or not, that is something another wrestler did a long time ago. His name is Barry Horowitz. An infamous jobber. That's right, a jobber. So it's Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Spirit Squad. Let's go. Tap, tap, tap. No one else is going to... They can tap each other on the back. They're two people. Good job, Johnny.
Good job, Tommaso. Tap, 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 tap. We're doing good. We're doing good. Tap, 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 tap.
So they're proud of themselves. As they come back to commercial break, we got a moment here. It's hilarious. It is Tommaso Ciampa going for the hot tag, trying to hot tag out. And it's Damian Priest. He calls over to,
hey, referee, over here. I think I've got a bunion. You know what I can do to get rid of that? He's like, oh, that requires my help. I specialize in bunions. Whoa, 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 whoa.
He turns around to give Damian Priest some advice. Now, I'm not sure that actually happened, but the referee did turn around to give, to look at Damian Priest, whatever Damian Priest was talking about. He turned around real toot sweet. He missed a tag when it happened. The referee literally had to shoulder tackle Johnny Gargano back out.
Get the hell out of here. I didn't see that tag.
So weird. Anyways, like I say, if the referee doesn't see something, it didn't happen. It never happened. Anyways, I'm moving on. Now we go into the match here. It is one huge move. It is the, I guess they call it the white noise, but it's the air raid crash. Tommaso Ciampa off the, off the top rope, I believe. Where's that? Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it's a big air raid crash. White noise air raid crash off the second rope. That's right. And then after that, we got ourselves, looks like it could be a finisher. It's meat in the middle. Finn Balor gets squashed by DIY with a double kick to the back of the head, back in front of the head by Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Their big double team move. But however, it's Damian Priest comes and saves the day by pulling Finn Balor outside the ring. Shocking everybody. Now, we get to, I believe, the ending sequence here. Tommaso Ciampa, he tries to even things out. He goes off and tries to tope suicida Damian Priest, but he gets knocked out. He gets labeled in the face with a punch. Then, the weirdest thing, it's Johnny Gargano. He does a tope himself. He jumps over the top. He barely makes it over. He barely hits Damian Priest, but he super sells this thing here by launching himself right over the commentating table. I think he really wanted to land on Pat McAfee's lap. But Pat was too quick. Out of the way he was. So inside the ring, we got ourselves, a possible finisher. Johnny Gargano and Finn Balor. Finn sets up for the massive coup de grace. But Johnny Gargano moves out of the way. Just moves out of the way just in time. And he gets the Gargano escape onto Finn Balor. Damian Priest comes in, tries to help out, and he gets put into a finishing move too by Tommaso Ciampa. This Sicilian stretch, and then it's Damian Priest using Tommaso Ciampa as a weapon to break the submission hold on Finn Balor. So anyways, the referee completely loses track of this match. All of them are in the ring there, fighting away. Eventually, Johnny Gargano was put outside the ring there. Yeah. I believe Johnny Gargano was, And, yeah. Put out. Anyways, it ends like this. Tommaso Ciampa, he's put up with the Razor's Edge, thrown down. Finn Balor tags in with a massive coup de grace, and it's over for DIY. And you're retaining. No, this wasn't a belt match. No, this was a belt match. And the Finn Balor and Damian Priest retained their titles with the coup de grace. Anyways, after the match, I guess now during the Royal Rumble, there was an incident where I guess R-Truth was unfairly treated by Damian Priest when he was thrown out of the Royal Rumble by Damian Priest. And I guess there was an apology owed. And now, ringside in this match, it is everybody. Dominic Mysterio joined the match. John joined the Judgment Day in the ring. And also JD McDonough. So they call out the comedy relief. The very delusional R-Truth. He goes in the ring there. He has some things to say. It doesn't really matter what he says. It comes down to this. JD McDonough is told to do the dirty work. Even though I don't hear him say Dominic. But JD takes him down with a shot to the back of the head. And then they all start doing the old beat down on R-Truth. And coming to save R-Truth is The Miz. I can't do it. Miz comes in there, tries to help out, but really, what's he thinking? It's 4-on-1, and Miz gets the beat down. The beat down. And the unfortunate truth is that, Miz and R-Truth get beat down and stacked, and they look like the fools. So, but here we go. I think this is going to happen. Perhaps it's going to be the Miz's new team. Miz is going to start a new team with R-Truth going to be in it, and DIY. So the 4-person team going to be taking on the Judgment Day. And then that's going to last a while until the Miz decides is not working anymore. And then Miz going to split off doing something else. And his career's going to Miz is going to do something else, and nothing's really going to happen with his career. He's going to do what he does. And then, R-Truth, he's going to be let go by the WWE. What's that, DIY? Also, they're going to be just like everybody else in Miz's wake. They fall away somewhere. They just disappear. Anyways, regardless. Right now, it's the Judgment Day. Putting a stamp on The Miz and R-Truth. And the truth is, it's over for them for now. And his dreams, maybe R-Truth's dreams are finally squashed. Maybe he's no longer part of the, maybe he truly believes that maybe the Judgment Day don't want him in there. Part of Judgment Day. Or maybe he might think it's another initiation. Oh, I'm finally in there. Regardless, speaking of initiation, we go to our next match. It is a tag team match in the women's division. It is the newly formed team of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark, and versus former tag team champion Chelsea Green and her partner Piper Niven. And this match was this was a mess. This match was a complete mess. It was about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes. This was, wow. Showcasing nothing. I mean, this match was, it took up a little over 2 minutes. And it was over. At least it was over. At least it didn't have enough, people didn't have enough time to go get popcorn, So anyway, it was, Piper Niven starts the match, And finally, Piper Niven gets her ass kicked around a little bit. And then she has to tag out. And Chelsea, she ends up coming to the match here, not sure of herself. Ooh. So weird. But she does well, avoiding a lot of moves, doing a lot of things. Now, there's a thing here. Chelsea Green has a move here. I looked at it, I'm thinking, now, it kind of was like it ends like a side Russian leg sweep. So you're standing next to somebody, when you're lying down, you sweep someone down, and you both land on your back. But she took a jump upwards. It was a big bump move. I'm thinking, wow, could this possibly be the zigzag? Is this a zigzag? Because Dolph Ziggler is no longer with the company. I guess other people can now use the zigzag. I'm thinking this could be an attempt at the zigzag. After all, Chelsea has used other people's finishing moves. The unprettier. Chelsea just ruined that one there. I mean, she just... move was difficult to do in the first place, but Chelsea just made it look really, really bad. Really bad. Regardless, this was, I believe, a zigzag. It doesn't do the job. Chelsea did try to get the tag out. But apparently, it's Piper Niven. She gets pulled right off the ring apron. And taken out by, Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler takes care of her. Toot sweet. And then it's the Z360 later. It's over for Chelsea Green. 1, 2, and 3. Now, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. Is there a future for them? After this match, this match was terrible. They weren't given, just a little over 2 minutes. I'm quite certain that they could stretch this out to at least a 7-8 minute match. Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, they could have done something different. I don't know. It was maybe they didn't have much to say, but they looked bad doing whatever they had to do. to lose. But however, Shayna Baszler is always start moving on with a big victory. And with that, oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe this, another big spot.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
It's true, more than one. Big game songs. It's Cody Rhodes!
I got a rumbling in my bowels, and I think I'm gonna blow. There's a bathroom stall, I'm finally here. The toilet's there, I'm about to blow. I ate 5 tacos before the show. Shut the door and I sit down on the throne. Oh, whoa, I was never potty trained when I was younger. My father was never there. I did a poo today, don't have to do lingerie. I told my mother, and if he was here today, I would proudly say, I would have told my father, I'm a big boy now. Don't need no diapers now. Don't need to buy any more depends. I got my freedom. I got it lump.
Oh, Cody Rhodes. Now, Cody Rhodes, now, what do I have to say about him? Tampa Bay, what do you want to talk about? And apparently, this thing here, when Cody Rhodes is announced to the ring, he loved it so much. He needed so much more, and he demanded Samantha Irving re-announce Cody Rhodes, because apparently he's deaf in one ear, and he couldn't hear what she had to say. So she re-announces that he is the winner of the Royal Rumble. And he did something that hasn't been done in a long time, but it has been done before. It hasn't been done in a long time. It is to win the Royal Rumble 2 years in a row, and he did. And I guess he wanted everybody to know that what happened, so he had Samantha Irving bellow out his accomplishment 2 times. You know, his ego just needed it. His ego needed it, I gotta say. I said it. Anyways, now, this is time for the winner of the, the Royal Rumble to make their Royal Challenge, their Royal pick for what championship are they looking for. And at the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes pointed not just to the WrestleMania sign, but to Roman Reigns, because he wants Roman Reigns. Now, here we go. Before he can announce who he wants to fight, well, we got ourselves a little bit of a whoa, whoa, whoa. That's right. In case you haven't noticed, with my amazing, sound effect intro music, that's right, the visionary Seth friggin' Rollins. Now, just like, wow, something's going on. Something strange is going on in the hood. What you gonna do? Well, just go with it, I guess. Anyways, it comes down to this. Seth Rollins comes down to the ring there. And first of all, he says, for the win at the Royal Rumble, Seth Rollins says, yeah, you deserve this opportunity. You deserve an opportunity at the World Championship belt. But here we go. It would be a mistake. It will be a mistake to choose Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. I'm thinking, well, okay, I figured something like this was going to happen. I figured something like this might happen. Roman Reigns, he doesn't like to fight. Something's happening. After all, they made one of his belts irrelevant. The Seth Rollins' belt. They pretty much stripped that off Roman Reigns, and they created a new title, and Seth Rollins had to fight for it. And right now, Seth Rollins has nothing but contempt for Roman Reigns. Now instead, he says, do not make the mistake of choosing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. You got to fight me instead. And he says this. He says, now, Cody Rhodes, you once said you claimed to be the guy. Well, you're not. And tell you the truth, you know who else is not the guy? Roman Reigns. He's not the guy anymore either. because Seth Rollins is the guy. Now, he says, forget about Roman Reigns. He is not, now amongst a lot of things that Roman Reigns says, about Seth Rollins says about Roman Reigns, he's not an honorable man. Not an honorable man, you know. You know. And basically, he says Roman Reigns is not needed. And I think it's true. Roman Reigns, he's something's happened. Roman Reigns, he's... at one time, Roman Reigns was the greatest champion out there. But after 2001, 2002, he started resting on his laurels. 2002, he rested on his laurels. 2003, he did practically nothing. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. So, anyways, now, here's the thing. Seth Rollins says, it comes down to, what do you want, Cody Rhodes? Now, there's two belts right now. The one belt is the quote-unquote the Hollywood title. The Hulk Hogan title. The, what's that? This one's for posers and frauds. The one who uses politics. This is the politics to get to the top. You know? Or, that one, and this is a lot of dudes like these are words using for Roman Reigns' championship. The obsolete champion. This guy's the worst. Now, he did defend his title at the Royal Rumble in a Fatal 4-Way match and won. Solo Sikoa did come in there to help out. You know? Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of harsh things to say. So he says, take this one here, the phony champion, the Hollywood title, the Hulk Hogan title, the fake title. Or this one here, it would be the Dusty Rhodes title, the Workhorse title, the Blue Collar Championship title. Which do you choose? Which do you choose? So, now, Cody Rhodes had some history with Roman Reigns. Last year, he chose Roman Reigns to fight and lost due to help, and I guess he wanted to redeem himself. But you know what? The truth is now, I guess, is the fool's errand to run against a champion who doesn't give it two darts. I don't know the reasons. But Cody Rhodes has a lot to think about, So he's got wondering, who will Cody Rhodes be fighting? Roman Reigns, or picking Roman Reigns, or Seth frickin' Rollins for the WrestleMania? There's a couple, but there's like it's coming in 2 months. So he's got a lot of time to choose. Next up, we go to our next match, which is Jey Uso. I love cheese mousse with my French bread cheese mousse. With my French bread cheese mousse. With my French bread. When I fill my belly up, I think I'll just go to bed. Woo! That's right. It's Jey Uso. Mr. Yeet himself. Mr. Yeet. Copyright and pending. Versus the big bad Bronson Reed. And when he walks into the ring, Bronson Reed, she shows everybody that he's Bronson Reed by having a big Bronson Reed. I mean, I think the big part's a given. You don't have to tell anybody you're big. But then again, Big John Studd did.
Yeah, Big John Studd.
Really? Didn't notice. Anyways, so how about this match? This was pretty good. This was a good match. About 9 minutes in length. Now, Bronson Reed's clearly, he's got about 200 pounds on Jey Uso. You'd think it would be a squash. Now, Bronson Reed did very well. Now, Jey Uso, he's showing his high-flying abilities in here. Nice tope suicida between the second and third ropes. Really good. Really good stuff. Now, Bronson Reed, he's got this one crazy move. It is like the Death Valley Driver. It's a Death Valley Driver, Brainbuster. It's like a Brainbuster Death Valley Driver. It's like a non-release Death Valley Driver. So it looks like, wow, that looks pretty incredible. Dangerous? I don't know. But it looks pretty incredible. But, yeah. Bronson Reed with a crazy looking move. I like it. Now, here we go. Near the end sequence here. Bronson Reed looks like he's trying to get ready for his massive tsunami splash. He, however, misses the big old splash. Jey Uso gets out of the way. follows up with a big super kick to the face, drops Bronson Reed, and then follows up again with a massive spear. And then after that's done, he goes to the top rope with the splash. The Uso splash. And 1, 2, 3, it's over! Jey Uso gets the big victory over Bronson Reed. I was shocked. Wow. It seemed pretty easy to put Bronson Reed away here, you know. But, you know, I guess that answers the question, because both of them are looking for period. They were looking for gold, individual gold, and Bronson Reed wanted to put a stop to Jey Uso, but apparently he could not. So is this going to be the start of a rubber match, like the feud between Bronson Reed?
I wasn't ready. Next week, I'm going to smash you in the face.
It can't happen next week because he didn't have a promo after this. But who knows? Maybe in 2 weeks' time, maybe another match going to be happening. Moving on. We go backstage, and it's with a big signing. It is, Adam Pearce. Massive signing. Apparently, Andrade is signing his contract to Monday Night Raw. Adam Pearce is there going,
Yes. Kudos. Good play. Good play, my man.
But who knows? Maybe there's going to... Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman might be looking to us. They're hinting on Braun Strowman probably going to the main roster and probably going to SmackDown. But I don't know. Not just yet. I think if Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. I think Braun Breaker's having this massive run with Baron Corbin in the tag team division. I think they're great. I think there's some great chemistry between the team within Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin. So that tag team, there's a lot of potential there. I'm excited for that team. Regardless, moving on. Now we go with some Jackie Redmond with Becky Lynch. Becky, she did. The question was, what's happening? What now that you've lost in the Royal Rumble? You do not get your opportunity at the Women's Championship Gold. However, Becky still wants the championship gold, and she feels that the women's champions aren't getting their main event status, and she's going to change that by winning somebody's championship gold and becoming a main eventer again. That's right. Moving on. We got ourselves a big match. It is for the Intercontinental Championship. Gunther! He's defending and his championship gold against the New Day's Kofi Kingston. Now, Kofi Kingston, now he's wearing his regular, after the match, I'm going to play some basketball with my friends, play some hoops. He's got his boxers on and some sneakers on, and he's got some, anything wrestling in there, he's got some knee pads, and some elbow pads. So, yeah, just dialing it in. Do I need? This is an intercontinental championship match. Should I dress up for it? Should I wear my wrestling gear for this big match, or should I just? Or is he just going to wear Grayson Waller's, boxers again? Regardless, that's my bitch and complaining about this match already. But this match, however, regardless of my complaining and moaning and groaning, this match was clearly Kofi Kingston. Now, regardless if he dresses like a wrestler or not, decides to wear gear or not, his wrestling skills right up there, top notch. Period. He's one of the best out there. Gunther, he is a champion. He is the Intercontinental Champion, and he's the longest reigning champion out there. Doing some amazing work. So, yeah, when it comes to wrestling, Gunther is great. Mike skills, Gunther is getting really awesome too. Mike skills too. But however, this match was, I would say, very close to match of the night. Probably match of the night. About 15 minutes. If I didn't say it before, let me reiterate. Now, Gunther was a bigger guy, just smashing around Kofi Kingston, but Kofi does turn things around. He gets just thrown around. But when Kofi turns around, it's pretty good. Kofi with a massive tope suicida when Gunther is outside the ring there, between the second and third ropes, knock him down there. Now, Gunther did turn things around outside by catching him the first time. First tope suicida. Gunther caught him and threw him in against the ring apron, the hardest part of the ring, but however, didn't detour Kofi Kingston. He ends up throwing Gunther into the ring post, just like so. But however, Kofi Kingston with not one successful tope suicida, but 2 tope suicidas on Gunther. Now, here's the end sequence here. It's pretty big end sequence. Now, Kofi Kingston hits the old Trouble in Paradise onto Gunther. Gunther, whap, out of nowhere. Gunther gets hit hard. Kofi Kingston goes for a pin attempt. However, Gunther kicks out, rolls out of the ring there. Kofi Kingston, now Gunther is like crawling around. He gets sort of beaten up onto the ring steps. Kofi Kingston jumps off the the barricade and lands, just smashes Gunther, throws him back into the ring there. And then with a massive of the third rope boom drop, crushes Gunther, but Gunther kicks out of that one. And they fight on, they squabble on some more, and eventually it's the SOS. Kofi Kingston gets a surprise SOS on Gunther. Does not work again. That's where things turn around. Gunther gets up first, and with the massive missile dropkick, throws Kofi Kingston for a loop, just kicking him out of his boots, his Nike sneakers. He didn't kick him out of his boots, but he could have. Anyway, he drop kicks him right to the corner, and after that, it was pretty much over after that drop kick. After that drop kick, it was pretty much over because he goes up for the ride. One massive powerbomb. Later, it's over. 1, 2, 3. Gunther retains his championship gold and leaves the ring. And however, we got ourselves Xavier Woods. He comes in there to, be with his friend, make sure Kofi Kingston's, feeling all right after the big humiliating loss, thinking he can take on the great Gunther. But he did not. And anyways, while Xavier Woods checking on his friend, it is the Imperium, the other members of Imperium. It's Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser running into the ring there, attacking Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, just beating the holy hell out of both of them, leaving and making a statement. Don't make a fool out of us. So yeah, this is the thing. There are feuds going on. Moving on. We go backstage. It's with Jackie Redmond with Sami Zayn. Jackie Redmond with Sami Zayn. It's a pre-match interview versus Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew McIntyre is like, so how'd you feel after? Now, Drew McIntyre is he's a man who put Sami Zayn on the shelf over the holidays, over the Christmas break, So now he's back in time to, how are you going to handle your emotion? The question is, how are you going to handle your emotion? So here's the thing. Sami Zayn says it's hard to sit on the sideline for so long, but Drew McIntyre needs a reality check, and apparently Sami Zayn's the man to give it to him. And it's hilarious because apparently, if he needs a reality check, because I guess was that Seth Rollins didn't teach it to him because Drew McIntyre had no excuse for losing not once but twice to Seth freaking Rollins. Anyways, regardless, he didn't mention any of that. I just thought I'd mention that little thingy thing. So moving on, we go to our next match, and it is a tag team match of a lifetime. Now, it is not a tag team championship match. It is, of course, Damage Control's Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Natalya and Tegan Nox. Now, the Royal Rumble, Natalya was eliminated by Tegan Nox. That's when she was thrown up by Tegan Nox. I thought, well, you know what? Could that be the end of the tag team of Tegan Nox and Natalya? No, it's not. Apparently, they have another fight here. This match was a barn burner. It's a really good match. This was a competitive match. Now, the women, they're better with the tag ropes. But, when they don't use it, it doesn't matter. Referees don't care. But, however, this match was a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of fun. Period. Now, there's a couple of some tandem moves happening here. One was done by Natalya and Tegan Nox. They have both Asuka and Kairi Sane in the ring, sitting side by side by each other. And their move is they run side by side, hit the ropes, and they hit the other ropes, and they run up to Kairi Sane and Asuka, and they do a double kick. It's like, wow, that was the move. You worked on that all morning, I suppose. All a bit it's ridiculous. Anyways, and speaking of good tandem moves, doing it right. It's Asuka and Kairi Sane. I believe Asuka has this massive. What is this? Asuka starts with a bulldog, so she hits. What's that? Tegan Nox. She hits her with the bulldog, and it's Kairi Sane with a basement dropkick to Tegan Nox's face, in your face. So it's like, wow, nice. Anyways, we have a moment here where Tegan Nox is going for the hot tag, but Natalya was pulled off the apron there. That didn't lead to anything. We eventually, Natalya was tagged in there. Now, here we go. This is the end sequence. Natalya's kicking some arse in the ring there. She has Asuka kicking Asuka's arse, and eventually trying to get the old sharpshooter onto Asuka. And then she gets attacked from behind by, Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane is then quickly tossed out of that very ring by Natalya. Natalya decides, hey, Tegan, tag me, tag. So when she goes for a tag, Tegan looks at her, like, what are you talking about, fool? So she got the thing to do. She needs to get rid of Kairi Sane for the reason or not. So she goes to kick Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane misses that. Kairi Sane then sweeps the leg. Tegan Nox gets thrown onto her face, knocking herself out cold. Apparently she knocked herself out pretty silly, because that was it for Tegan Nox for the rest of the match. So it's Natalya and Asuka in the ring there battling it out. And Asuka apparently gets, what's that? Natalya then slide drop kicks, Kairi Sane to the ground. And then that's when Asuka and Natalya battle out for a little bit. Asuka then eventually gets to her corner. She gets tagged. She tags in Kairi Sane to finish off Natalya with a massive, looks like inverted DDT. Asuka giving a Natalya inverted DDT with the insane elbow combo. And it is over. In about 10 minutes, a little under 10 minutes. And watching backstage, we got ourselves a Jackie Redmond interview with Katana Chance and Caden Carter. And apparently, they got permission. Next week will be the rematch. Katana Chance, Caden Carter versus Asuka and Kairi Sane for the Women's Tag Team Championships. The Championes. So next up, we got ourselves a great thing. Introducing to the ring, it is the 2024 Royal Rumble winner. The most curvaceous woman of all of SmackDown. Going to Raw for now. The sexiest woman, I say, in SmackDown. It's Bayley! The winner of the 2024 Royal Rumble, being greeted with her team, the, Damage Control. So I think they're definitely a unit now, a strong unit, because I figured if any deception would have happened within the Damage Control, it would have been at the Royal Rumble, because I believe Kairi Sane and Asuka was both in that Royal Rumble. And if they're going to have, really didn't want Bayley there, they would have tossed her out of the Royal Rumble. But they didn't. Bayley won it. Everything's fine. So anyways, it is with Bayley, it's like I say, Asuka, Kairi Sane, Io Sky, and the translator of the team is Dakota Kai. She's there, wishing everybody good luck and stuff like that. So anyways, Bayley has a lot of stuff to talk about, in the ring there, because she's that damn great, making history. Talked about Damage Control in general. Talked about Damage Control. She doesn't like talk about herself. Talk about the greater accomplishment of her team, that they made history. And of course, thanks to Bayley putting this whole team together. And a lot of people didn't think Bayley can do it. A lot of doubts in people's minds. And she set a new Royal Rumble, record. Bayley, not just Bayley. Now Bayley in this Royal Rumble, she threw out 7 people. 7 people. She only one person threw out more people, and that was Nia Jax. But Bayley lasted in that thing. Bayley was number 3 in, and never got thrown out. So she lasted over an hour, 63 minutes and 3 seconds. That's right, that long, incredible. So anyways, she does some serious things. So now it's time to, choose her challenger. And Rhea Ripley comes out there. She starts talking to trash. Because, she's like the number one woman in the WWE right now. I think so. And she gets attacked by Nia Jax. Nia does not like Rhea Ripley. They take the fight to the ring there. Rhea Ripley tries to attack her. She hits those ropes. She bounces right off Nia Jax. Nia Jax throws a leg drop. Throws 2 leg drops. And it is Bayley and Damage Control staring, watching what's happening, the destruction of Rhea Ripley. And then she gives Rhea Ripley the massive, the Annihilator. I call it the Annihilator because it's Nia Jax. It makes more sense, I think. Anyway, so she goes down there and all the Damage Control backs away from the ring there, except for Bayley. Bayley's back down into the corner. And Nia Jax has some advice for Bayley that she should really, consider choosing Io Sky as her challenger at WrestleMania because she doesn't think that Rhea Ripley's going to make it. She's going to make sure she doesn't make it, apparently. So, yeah, that's going to be... So, next week will be the decision, or not next week, but Friday will be the decision by Bayley. Bayley would make a decision who she's going to be facing at WrestleMania on Friday. We'll find out. So, yeah, Rhea Ripley looking terrible, worse for wear. So now, before our main event match, Jackie Redmond's got some questions for Drew McIntyre. Drew! So it's like, Sammy says he's going to give you a reality check. And, Drew McIntyre scoffs and says, when's the last time Sammy beat me? 0 times! So, and it's not changing tonight either. So this match was really good. I guess close to match of the night. This was a really good match, about 13 minutes in length. Drew McIntyre, clearly the larger man, muscular and just size-wise, more mass, just towering over Sami. But Sami Zayn is an architect of wrestling, so he's a genius in the ring. However, Sami Zayn does get thrown around a lot, thrown around outside the ring. He gets thrown like over top of the commentating table, just like whoo, like a sack of feathers. No problem for Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew McIntyre's a great thing. He throws in Sami Zayn to break the count, but Sami Zayn ends up... now, this is funny. Sami Zayn tope... Now, before Drew McIntyre goes back inside the ring, he starts bad-mouthing, what's his name? Pat McAfee. And then while he does that, Sami Zayn comes in with a tope suicide of his own. Now, this was hilarious. Sami Zayn barely makes it. Barely spans the gap to hit Drew McIntyre. But Drew McIntyre, with a crazy sell, he throws himself right over the commentating table. I think him too wanted to land on Pat McAfee's lap. But Pat McAfee, again, was too fast. Moves out of the way. Shashang! He watches football a lot. He knows how to move. He used to be a place kicker. Anyways, Drew McIntyre literally throws himself over top of the commentating table. It was hilarious. Now, Sami Zayn there's a lot of back and forth. Sami Zayn with a massive tornado DDT, huge move onto Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre turns things around with a massive power bomb. Now, if this was the Gunther match, the match would have been over. But Sami Zayn does not end there. Match goes on. They go to the very top rope. Sami Zayn with a massive suplexes Drew McIntyre off the very top rope. Huge, rarely done these days. Top rope suplexes. It's like a rare thing to do. It's always second rope. They call it top rope for some reason. But top rope suplex, amazing. It's no Bret the Hitman Hart style, but it was still good nevertheless. Nice to see. So moving on after that, it is Sami Zayn tries to get the haluva kick, but gets caught with a massive lariat by Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre then goes for a Claymore kick, but gets caught with the Blue Thunder bomb. Spins around, drops him down there. Now, match goes on. Drew McIntyre ends up getting the white noise, aka the air raid crash onto Sami Zayn from the second rope. Now, Sami Zayn did try to... Now, Drew McIntyre did this sequence here where Drew McIntyre threw Sami Zayn in the corner there, squashed him in the corner, and went down to his... switch corners, he ran to his corner. Sami Zayn followed in with a haluva kick. But when Sami Zayn went for a haluva kick, I guess Drew McIntyre felt something coming. He dropped down and protected himself. Sami Zayn's Saluva kick, however, when he went in for the Saluva kick, he went balls in towards the forearms of Drew McIntyre. That's right. A ball shot. Wacko! Sami Zayn gets nut jobbed right there. Intentional? Who knows? Accidental? On purpose? That's another question we asked. But anyways, regardless, is Drew McIntyre protect himself, and Sami Zayn gets his nuts crotched on the forearms of Drew McIntyre. And after that, Sami Zayn drops backwards there. He's like, oh, whoa, whoa, no, whoa, 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 whoa. And it's Drew McIntyre follows up with a massive Claymore kick right to the face. That's right, Sami Zayn not having a good day. He loses in what was a fantastic match. You know. Anyways, that wraps up another episode of Raw for this week. Now, stay tuned. If you are a podcast listener, stay tuned for after this short break. We'll have some NXT. But for our YouTube friend, that's it for tonight. I've been your host, Lip Hazlewood. We'll see you next week on All Wrestling Show.